What it do, YouTube, and welcome to the AOVI Clan channel. This is Nestinator1 bringing you another Call of Duty Ghost gameplay clip from the AOVI Clan. This will be a double feature, both gameplays provided to you by CandyGir1. And in these two gameplays, she's going to be running around and rushing with an SMG, the MTAR-X, which brings me into what I want to discuss today in this commentary. That is rushing, class setups, SMGs we like to use as a clan, the loadouts that we use, perks that we use for rushing. If you didn't know, we are a big rushing clan. We love to rush. It comes from our A and the O, the aggressive and the oppressive. We like to keep the pressure on the other team. We like to get them out of there, running around, just stirring up the nest, keeping people on their toes, not letting them find a place to hunker down. And that goes into our gameplay style from day one. So we're going to go straight off into Candy's setup here with the MTAR-X. Her best rushing class setup is the MTAR-X with red dot and grip. Her perks to use are Ready Up, Agility, Marathon, Quick Draw, Takedown, and Dead Silence. We'll explain those perks right now. Pretty much you guys know Ready Up and Quick Draw, always good to have when you're rushing, especially with an SMG. You're running around, you're always, running like she is right there. If you see somebody, you want to pull up quick. You want to be the first to have your sights on them and pull the trigger. Quick Draw and Ready Up allows you to do that, and whenever you are rushing, you are going to need to be quick on the aiming, quick on the trigger. So that is the two perks right there that she finds instrumental. I do as well. Agility and Marathon, she likes to be quick on her feet. She likes to continuously run around and keep moving. That's what rushing's about. That's kind of how I feel, except I'll explain my classes, which is a little bit different, my little perk setup, but I do agree with her on the Agility and Marathon perks. Dead Silence, that's one good perk to have. That's the perk that if you're pushing forward like she is now, that teammate dies, those guys right there didn't even know she was there. They don't see a skull pop up when he dies, and she's allowed to continue pushing forward. So Takedown is a very good perk to run if you are rushing. Other perks you could use interchangeably in that. Steady Aim's a good one. Allows you to hip fire more accurately. You guys know with SMGs, you got to have a good hip fire game. You got to be friends with your hip fire. You got to be able to, strafe left or right, whatever the occasion calls for, and just hip fire enemy down all the time. If anything, I found myself hip firing more often than not when I am rushing, especially in this game. Hip fire can be very, very effective if used right. We still have the quick draw and the ready up if you need to aim, but for the most part, you get in some close quarters battles, you better be able to hip fire and strafe left and right, whatever the occasion calls for. My class setups, let's get into that a little bit. My favorite SMG, this can be debated, and I'll go into that a little bit later as well, is the Vepr. I love the Vepr. I don't know how many of you guys remember the AK-74U from the first Black Ops. That was an SMG that was kind of OP. It was a rusher's favorite. It just tore the enemy down and just, mowed the lawn, if you would, all the way through everybody. And that's kind of what the Vepr reminds me of if you put the right attachments. And I'm going to go into those attachments right now. Rapid fire. Not many people use rapid fire in this game. I haven't really explored the rapid fire attachment with other SMGs. I have with the Vector a little bit, pretty effective. But with the Vepr, rapid fire just turns that gun into the AK-74U. I'm telling you guys, need to try it if you haven't. Throw the rapid fire on there. The second attachment I use is either muzzle brake or flash suppressor, depending on how I feel that day. Either attachment is good for it. Just trust me, you guys, if you could take anything away from this commentary, try this class out. Throw it up for you. It's the Vepr with rapid fire, like I said, muzzle breaker, flash suppressor. My perk setup, Ready Up, Quick Draw, Dead Silence, Focus, Agility, and Gambler. Now focus is something I want to cover. When you use an SMG, I think focus is very, very key to have in any kind of playstyle except for hardcore. If you guys are hardcore players out there, focus is a perk you never touch. You're always dead in a bullet or two, and there's no need to really get into any kind of perk with the focus, because by the time you guys see each other and you guys shoot, one of you guys are going to die, and there's not going to be much, oh, well, he shot me, my aim went off, and that's why I died. By the time he starts shooting you, you will be dead, and the same vice versa. So focus is not something you need in hardcore. But when you're playing regular TDM, I love this. She runs out of ammo, she waits, sharpening her knife, waiting. Peow! Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a little taste of the sound effects we're throwing into our videos. I hope you guys are enjoying that as well. We're kind of experimenting into making our videos more entertaining. I'll go into that in a second. But back to the class setup. With focus is something that I always run with my SMG. I don't want to lose battles in regular TDM, kill confirm domination. because the guy shoots me and my aim goes to hell. So use focus if you're planning on using an SMG in any kind of regular place list except for hardcore. Other things that you could use, sleight of hand if you know you need to reload quick, your gun's running out of ammo quick, which does happen somewhat with rapid fire, but I find usually times to reload. I've been pretty good with reloading and not dying. I don't find myself really struggling with that, so I don't run it too much, but it is something that you can run. Blast Shield is another perk that you may want to consider when rushing. Blast Shield prevents you from the IEDs that everybody throws around, and we do find that to be a problem when we are rushing hard. We'll find the other people start to camp, and they'll start throwing IEDs in the rooms in front of them and stuff like that. You guys can use Blast Shield and Sit Rep interchangeably. I prefer Blast Shield just because I can run right through and just keep spraying. With Sit Rep, you can see the IEDs. You can either take another way or you can shoot it and continue forward. But Blast Shield also protects you from the noob tubes, the grenades, and all that type of stuff. So I prefer Blast Shield over Sit Rep, but Sit Rep is still a very good perk to run if you're a rusher. The other two would be Ping and Deadeye. Ping is self-explanatory. You're running around, you're killing people, it throws out a little blip. You can see while you're rushing if there's another guy around you after you just killed the guy. So Ping is good to run, and Deadeye is also another good perk to run when running an SMG. So those are all perks you can use interchangeably with the loadouts. Again, these loadouts that we're giving you are just suggestions, things that we've kind of learned to like and love in this game so far. If you have any kind of loadouts or suggestions yourself, or your best rushing class that you would like to share, by all means throw it down in the comments section. Let's discuss it, let's debate it. We'll even try it out. Maybe we'll even throw a video up on it if we end up doing well with it. So again, these are all suggestions. These are all things that you guys should just, hey, it's here for information. It's here for your guys' knowledge. Take it or leave it, but we're having fun with it. The maps, I kind of wanted to go into that as well. The maps are very key to what you're going to run as far as being a rusher. When you're playing maps like Sovereign, Strike Zone, Flooded, Tremor, Warhawk, all pretty much close quarter maps that you could stick to, not having long lines of sight and struggling with that. Those are the type of maps that are made for SMGs. Those are the type of maps that I love to rush in and run the loadout that I just gave you. But if you're running other maps like Whiteout, this one for instance, I wouldn't personally run an SMG on this. It's not my thing. Unless you're playing Domination or Blitz or something like that. In those game modes, you always need a good rusher just to either take a flag or score. You may want to go ahead and make the exception. But if you're running TDM or Kill Confirmed or anything like that, I would say pretty much stick to assault rifles on these type of maps. If the SMG, you're rushing, yeah, she's doing a pretty good job. These guys are trying to camp. She gets some ridiculous campers here. I don't know if she's killed them yet. I think it's right here. No, I think she did already. He was upstairs hiding in the bathroom and she sprays him down. But anyway, this type of map, I don't know. I probably would stick to an assault rifle over an SMG. Other ones would be Overlord, Prison Break, Octane, Chasm. All maps that are medium could be interchangeable with submachine guns and assault rifles. Really up to you. The ones I would not suggest using an SMG would be Stonehaven, Siege, and Stormfront. Again, those are suggestions. There's some people out there that are like, oh, I can run an SMG on Siege all day, Well, that's you. That's your personal preference. Every player is different. I've said that before. Every player plays a different style. Everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses. Those are just maps I don't think, that are just set up for SMG rushing. So, again, stick to the small map. Sovereign, Strike Zone, Flooded, Tremor, Warhawk. You'll be money. Game modes, obviously Blitz. You need the rushers. You need to have a good rushing class. You want to be fast on your feet. You want to be able to spray down enemies and infiltrate the lines and score or take a flag. So those are also good gameplay styles to have your class setups for rushing. I gave you guys my class setup. I gave you guys her class setup. I kind of want to get your guys', what kind of classes do you guys run if you guys are rushers like us? What have you found to be, maybe an OP class for you that you always do well with? Or maybe a loadout that nobody else is kind of running that you kind of think you have the inside scoop on? Give those in the comments section. Let's get a little debate going. Let's see if we can get some suggestions. And again, if we run something like that, it ends up doing, damage, we'll throw it up and say, hey, this subscriber gave us this loadout. We ran with it. It's a great loadout. So that's what this is. That's what our goal is here. That's what this is for. I hope you guys can kind of get into it there and just have a few discussions on what your favorite SMG is, what your favorite attachments are, and your favorite perks are when rushing. Again, this pertains to rushing. This is not for campers, so campers need not apply. With the videos, you know, we put some special effects in it. We put some pictures in it. We put a little bit of extra tender love and care, if you will, in making them. We're trying to work with what we have. We're trying to go ahead and see if we can get a little more creative with the tools that we do have for right now. So we're going to go ahead and keep experimenting with sound effects, music, movie clips, stuff like that. So look for more of those type of videos coming in the next coming months and weeks. And, you know, I think from here on out, we're pretty much going to just try to keep making them as entertaining as possible. Because right now, the previous videos that we did, look at this. This is Ring Around the Rosie she does with this guy right here. Oh, and then she dips out. And then the classic turnaround. Come on in, like Thunder would say. And he lost that battle. So, you know, again, we're trying to improve our quality of videos, make them more entertaining. The quality is what it is. I should say we're trying to make them more entertaining. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys are, you know, seeing the work that we're trying to put into it. And just let us know what you think. Let us know what you feel. Whether you guys like the FX, whether you guys like the music that we throw into future videos or the clips. Get some constructive criticism going in there, and we'll take that. You know, we like the constructive criticism of our viewers and subscribers. That helps us make better videos. Obviously, the people that just come in with hate, we're not going to pay attention to, but the constructive criticism, we will. Again, thanks for all your support and love and showing you guys are just doing great out there. Thank you so much, and we hope to keep pushing these out. This is your boy Nessinator1 saying I appreciate all subscribes and likes, and I'm out.